All right, we are live, and we're gonna wait for everybody to hop back on. We had a technical issue with the sound, and I'm gonna readjust the camera just a titch. So I'll just give a few minutes. So this is Watercolor Wednesday. And we start at 6 p.m., God willing. All right. And just waiting for people to hop back on. We had a little technical issue. There you are. Everyone's coming back on. Yay, Artie Rice. Put in the chat, you can hear me. And my name is Gabriel Stockton. Thank you so much. You can hear me. That's wonderful. So we're gonna have a few more people hopping back on here. How fun is technology? Hey, Doug! Doug could hear me. All right, good to see you. I'm so glad that everyone's hopping back on. Debbie's here. All right, and she can hear as well. Well, without any further ado, I've got some super cool things lined up for you for drum roll please 2025. All right. We've got some lives that we're going to be doing over this year. All right. And we're going to be doing some cool Saturday workshops. We got one coming up, not this month, not February, but in March. All right. So put in the chat what Saturday in March would be available for you. If you're watching this on the replay, great. Well, without any further ado, there's people hopping back on here after our bad start with the sound, but no worries. It's all good. You know me. I'm here for you. And let's start off with this picture. We got slideshows for 2025. There's going to be cool slideshows. So we see when we go to a museum, we see these really cool old paintings, right? With these wonderful paintings, right? Of water and landscape. And we'll hop out of here. And then we always get really close, right? We get like super close to these like paintings and how did they paint that waterfall? And then we get even closer, hopefully not too close, that security comes up to you and say, "Excuse me, sir, ma'am, I need you to back away from the painting." That's actually me. I'm always getting too close. And, we go to maybe a yard sale or to a thrift store and we see these cool pictures, right? Or antique stores or maybe a family member's house. And, there has always been people that have enjoyed water, right? And artists love painting people around water. And one of the things that I enjoy is just the refreshing thing of water. So I'm constantly going to these cool places like this one. I'm constantly looking for new and interesting places. And then there's things like this that happen, which don't happen very often. especially here in San Diego. We don't get very much rainfall, but when we do, we film it. Isn't that silly? And, we go to these places and we find some really, really pretty waterfalls. And this was a trip I took. I think this was near Devil's Backbone in Pennsylvania or Maryland. And do you see what we might be painting today? Look at this. And so when I'm always here at these museums, I'm always wondering, how do we paint these wonderful, wonderful scenes? And and then of course, I get friends like you guys sending me pictures like, how would you paint this, Gabriel? And I'm so glad you asked, because this inspires me and gets me excited. There's another covered bridge. And guess what? Another drum roll. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We, my friends, are going to have a Saturday workshop in March, and we're going to do covered bridges. All right. So here's some more water. Yeah. Look at that thing. Isn't that gorgeous? And so we're constantly looking for, look at this. I got to turn the sound on if it's video. That's here in Fallbrook, where I also teach classes. If you ever come out to California, and actually I need that light. Sorry. And so, what do? I collect a few different pictures here, friends, and there's something nice and big and gorgeous, such as this, right? And what I like to do is put a folder. See, I have some folders here of all kinds of different albums. All right. And this one is under waterfall. And I like to look through this stuff and go, what is grabbing my heartstrings? Okay. I never force myself. You got to draw this. You got to paint this. I might put some interesting things in a folder. And the thing about doing video, okay, just a little thing. I'm going to get us painting here and sketching shortly, but when you do some video, you can pause this, okay? So I can hit pause, and now I got this toggle switch. So I can move this around and then pause it for a really cool scene. All right, I might go, ooh, that's not really working. But when you just take some photos, you might miss something. And maybe there's even, if you took a picture of that with a glare, wouldn't that be just a bummer? When we used to print these, right? We get some really bad pictures, right? And used to discard them and not have to pay for them. So what I like to do is, we'll just play with this one. I go like this. I get the scene and I do a screenshot. Oops. It's funny. I normally do the screenshots on my phone, and I just remembered it goes this way with the iPad, right? Bump, bump, bump. No, Siri wants to talk to us. No thanks.
Sorry, I can't make a phone call with your iPad.
That's okay.
Video. Favorite.
See, Siri wants to be in the show. And we don't need you, Siri. Thanks. Oh no, did you just see what I did? I totally got rid of. So check it out. We'll take another step back. We're going to go back in time. How do you find some pictures on your phone or your iPad? And you can go to a search. AI is pretty cool. So I go like this, waterfall. And look at that. It tells me I have 54 pictures of waterfall. Then I say see all. And I have all these really cool pictures. Oh, look at that one. That's of the zoo here in San Diego. Now you want to go to the San Diego Zoo, right? So I come down here. Oh, look at that lady. Hey, isn't she a lovely, lovely little holy hottie? That is my wife. So, all right, check it out. I'm going to find that scene again. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, look at this waterfall. Let's hit play on that one. What? Isn't that gorgeous? Hey, that's a good one. Let's stop there. So check this out. I go back and I'm going to back that up. Now you're just being silly in front of everybody. There we go. So I come like this. I pause it. I like this even better. I'm so glad that we went on this journey together. Now, screenshot. Yay! Without Siri. Another screenshot. Another screenshot. Look at that. And I can move this arrow out of the way. Another screenshot. Nice. And then check this out, friends. I can hit edit. Actually, no, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I put it in the folder. So check it out. I hit this little box with the arrow. And some of you that already know this, awesome. But some of you don't know this. So I hit albums. And I've already made the albums. And I'm going to go to waterfall. Okay. And then I go back. And I can look through all these other ones. All right. And yeah, super good time. Did you? Let me know in the chat if you knew that. Let me know in the chat if you didn't know that. So I'm going to go back and exit out of here. I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to go over here. And now I scroll over to waterfalls. And they're all in here except for, guess what? The screenshot. So here we are. We're going to put that screenshot one over here in our waterfall album. Now we go back over here and we go over here to let me get it over here. Waterfalls. We are back to the beginning. All right, now we're here for Watercolor Wednesday, right? So what I want to do is there's our waterfall, all right? And what I want to do is look at that one. That's our video. And I'm getting the essence of it, okay? I'm getting a feel for it. Now I can come back over here. And this is what I like to do. I like to go to edit. And then I go over here. And then I put it on monotone. Okay? I'm going to go over here. And then I'm going to hit this little correct button. And I'm going to play with making that darker and lighter. I'm going to come over here to exposure, brighten it up a titch. And then I'm going to come over here to the shadows and make those nice and luscious. Then I'm going to go back over here to color and look at that. And wow, my values are nice and strong in my scene. So now I'm going to hit done. Okay. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, this is what we're painting today. And here we go. I found this cool pencil. And this comes out like this. It was at an antique store. And look at there. Thanks to Cheap Joe's, they sent me this cool pencil. And and it broke. But that's okay. I got this cool guy here. Or if you don't have that, you can just use this wonderful mechanical pencil. So here we go. Let's open up our sketchbook. Get ready to sketch. And so what I see is, I see this wonderful thing. And we're going to put it right here. Actually, let's put it better here in the lights. There we go. And no, we don't want that. Thank you. All right, so check it out. Thumbnails. Thumbnails are the size of your thumb. All right, so I have a nice thumbnail, and I'll darken this up. So right now we're looking at a vertical picture here. Okay, it's nice and dark. You can see it. I can also brighten up our lovely lighting. There we go. All right. Artie Ross, didn't know about that. All right, good to know. So what I see here is there's like a A. There's this. All right. And guess what? At that A, there is another wonderful breakage of this. So what I see then is then this kicks out over here and this kicks out over there. Now, what I'm seeing is there is water flowing like this and water flowing over here like this. Then we have some really cool, lovely shrubs, okay? And some other green stuff, some other green stuff. And then in here is a cool rock. All right, and then the water flows out like this. So with the water, now a lot of oil painters use a palette knife, okay? And they actually take the palette knife and bring strokes of paint down. But we're doing watercolor. So if I look at this, this is called a sketch now. So if I have my thumbnail for my composition, now I'm going to draw a picture here for a sketch. Okay. Over here's our reference photo. Now I look at where does that water start? And here is my rule of thirds. Roughly. It's like a little tic-tac-toe board. See that? All right. Now, we're going to do our A again. But the A is going to kind of move a little. So this A first starts over here. And there's not just one kind of a font, right? So a font are different types of A's. There's maybe an A like this, Maybe if your name starts with an A, you start like that. There's even A's that go like this, right? There are A's that go like that. There are A's that go like this. And they have these things here like this. If you probably have a college favorite team or something that looks like that, okay? And maybe there's a circle for a logo, all right? Well, what if we had an A that's kind of funny looking and he goes like this? Now, that's pretty funny looking A. I don't know if I read that as an A, but that's what I see for this shape. There is this shape with the water coming down, and this shape with the water coming down, and then we've got this other wonderful stuff, right? So let's look at that. This A, and then it shifts over here, then comes down, and then it goes like this, and then down, and then out, and then out. This is a basic shape, my friends. So what we're doing is we're looking at the big shapes. Again, there's this fun rock that I think it's really neat, and he deserves to be in the show. There's these rocks over here. Okay. Does it have to be perfect? No. We've got this rock coming over here. We've got this rock that's over here. Here's another rock. I'm not worried about the rock under the water yet. And then there's a couple of rocks here, which makes it fun. Maybe I'm making these a little taller. That's okay. Maybe I make them a little smaller. That's okay too. But we get an idea that there are some rocks. Now, this rock is just, he's kind of here. But what I'm going to do is just move him over there. This is called an artist license. Okay? Mike says, hi there. All right. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. And yeah. And Artie Rest said, didn't know that about the iPad. And yay. Debbie can hear me. All right. So check this out. If my water is going to be coming down here, I'm actually going to make these strokes going up. See that? Check that out. Instead of drawing down, okay? So like if I make like this little circle and go like this, a little circle and go like that, a little circle and go like that, I have what's called a weighted stroke. All right. So what I can do is come here, and also I can turn this way. So I'm going to do those little circles and up, little circle and up, little circle and up, little circle and up. One more circle, actually two more. Hang in there. And out, last one. There we go. Now, doesn't that look like some nice water that's flowing down? Pretty cool, right? And then I'm going to add just a little bit of shadow shading right here. So there's our water. It's going to be running here, 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 and out this way. This is the direction of our water. Our water's coming down, it's pooling, and it's coming down, and it's flowing outward. Okay, so remember how I went to the grayscale? We're going to do that again. We're going to go to edit. I'm going to come over here to these little dots and go over here. Not noir, okay? Not silver tone, but mono. This allows me, friends, to see the values. Values are from light to dark, from white to black. Okay. If it's your first time here, welcome. So, when we are looking at values, we have 1 being white and number 10 being a nice dark black. Okay. And then within here, we got this one. And there's a square there, square here, square there, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! I did it. Are you so proud of me? This are called our values. And to be more specific, these ones are our light values. Okay? These are also called our mid tones. And they would be the mid tones of the light area. Over here are our dark mid tones. Okay? So in this lovely picture, we've got some dark and we've got some light. Let's zoom in. Over here, we've got a lot of light values. All right. Over here, we've got a range of values. Yes. And over here, we've got some serious dark values. With that said, I can come over in here, and what I'm going to do is just put some light values right in here, some light values right in there. I'm going to come over this way, do some light values coming back this way, some more light values coming this way, and some little bit darker values in here. Now we've got this lovely thing. There's some nice darks within here. Some lovely darks in here. Some darks over here. And we've got some darks going this way. We've got a few more darks in here. And these are coming like this. Don't forget those darks and those rocks. Those are nice and dark in there. See how that's coming together? We've got some dark here in the foreground. I'm doing the line work to make it look like it's flowing. See that? We've got some light values here, some textures over there, and our little friend here in the front, and our one little friend over here. All right. There are some nice little darks up in here. So we now are getting a sense of this thing. We went from a thumbnail, right? All 10 of you. Some of you that snuck in here without saying hello over there in the comments. Let us know you're here. I'll show your comment. Hey, we do. We got, oh, hey. Oh, there's one of my favorite students. They're all my favorite students. And, well, I'm glad you're here with us. So here we go. And yes, Marie's here. Hello, Marie. And so check it out. Now, we've got our composition. We know it's a vertical composition. We know now some values. We've figured out how to do some sketching. Now, this would not be Watercolor Wednesday if we did not get out our watercolors, right? So, I'm going to now hop over here and turn this back to our color. There we are. And you can play with your colors here. I kind of like that one. All right. Now, there we go. So we have our lovely picture. Now, the thing is, when I'm looking at color in this photo, it's kind of a little too dark. I would much rather make a painting that looks refreshing. If you go to a place and the water looks brown, do you honestly think someone is going to buy your brown water painting? Put in there. Would you buy a $3,000 painting if someone painted the pond brown, like brown duck poo? I think not. You can have the islands that a higher power can give you to see something much beautiful. Okay, so somewhere around here, I know I have some watercolor paper, and thanks to Cheap Joe's, I do have this Kilimanjaro sketchbook, and we've worked with this before. I'm gonna hop in here. So I've got my sketchbook. I've got my photo reference. I've got my crooked camera. Too funny. Let's turn this way because sometimes we look at that photo reference too much where we forget that it is a reference for a reason. Okay? So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. All of you. All 7 of you. What happened? We had 10. I'm totally kidding. So this is a vertical painting. I'm now drawing on watercolor paper. If I didn't make that clear, this is a Kilimanjaro sketchbook with watercolor. So check it out. Here we go. I'm thinking this nice little elongated rectangle, and you can join me, or you can wait till the replay is posted. And so there is my rectangle. Now, I've already drawn it 3 times. Now I'm starting to get a really good idea of this painting. So right over here on my thirds, on my tic-tac-toe board, multiple thirds, this one comes down. This is the top of my A that's been cut off. And then this weird font thing comes over here and kicks out over there. And then kicks out over here. And then, oh my goodness, this is starting to look like a waterfall thing again. And this kicks out over here. This kicks out over there. And then we got our cute little friend. Now, yes, I could slow down a little bit and make this guy his shape. Do you see that? And then we've moved this rock. Remember? We moved that rock over here. This is called an artist license. You can use it All right. So there we are. Now, there's this rock that's going to come over here. This rock that's going to come right there. There's some wonderful rocks in there. There's a rock here. There's another rock over there. I'm not copying the photo reference. I am making my own picture because, well, this is my painting and I want to make it something special. You can too. Here we go. We got another rock. There's going to be a rock that comes right about here. Look at that. Back in here, friends, is where that water is hitting. This is going to come up like that. There's this wonderful tree stuff. That I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint in the tree stuff. This stuff right here, I'm going to paint that in. But I got to kind of put a go-to for it, all right? Boom, boom, boom. All right, so I'm going to paint that stuff in. There's some more other green stuff over here. There is another lovely green stuff over here. There's some that kicks over here and over there. Okay, this is looking like a pretty good cooked turkey. What do I mean? Nobody likes a burnt turkey, okay? If you burn the turkey, that means we all get to go eat duck at the restaurant, right? Have you seen that movie? If you know the name of the movie, put it in the chat. So, I much rather have a loose drawing to work with. Now, some of you that are here, you know what I do on my next step. I get out my handy dandy little bag that comes from Cheap Joe's. And this is the name, Portfolio. And I open this up, and guess what? I got all my travel brushes here. Yes, my Escoda travel brushes. And you know what? I was looking for this guy. You little turkey. And in here, I've got some pencils over on this other side and some erasers. And this eraser, like this, comes like this. And this is a kneaded eraser. And we clean it by kneading it. I know some of you already know this, but there's going to be a person watching on the replay going, choo, 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 putting in the comments, what kind of eraser is that? And I'm going to be driving down the road. And then you know what's going to happen? My phone's going to alert me. There is a question in the comments on your YouTube channel. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to text you the answer. I'm going to wait till I pull over in the middle of the freeway. All right. There it is. Nice and clean again. All right. I'm going to roll it on here. And I know we're past the hour. We're not past the hour. I got 5 minutes. But guess what? We started late, so I will end a little bit later. But we will be back here next week with another water. All right. But before you leave today, this is one thing I want from you. Put in the chat something that you want to learn in 2025. Okay? If you want to just be alive in 2025 and just rock it with watercolor, put it over there. What subject do you want to learn this year? All right. So let's get these travel brushes. There it is. See that? I had this guy, and I was like, where did that guy go? Because you know what? He goes in there. Doop. All right, I got all these other wonderful travel brushes from Escoda. You can buy them singles. This is a Perla number 2. I'm not using a Perla number 2 to start a painting, okay? But what I am going to use is this Aquario. This is a number 14. Now, some of you have asked me, Gabriel, what is a good color for water? And that's a super good question. And I have it right here for you. This is by far one of my favorite colors to start with. If you want to learn how to make really pretty water scenes, get this color by Daniel Smith. It's called manganese blue. All right. So if we look here, manganese blue is not cerulean blue. See, manganese blue is right here. And right over here is cerulean blue. Cerulean blue is PB35, pigment blue 35. Manganese blue hue is PB15. And it's not even ultramarine blue. Ultramarine blue is pigment 29. So this is a different blue. All right. So I really enjoy this one for water. So check it out. I'm going to start with the top of our waterfall, and I'm going to leave a little part of that white. And I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do these downward strokes. I know some of you yoga people are all about that downward dog, and I'm going to downward stroke these. All right. Now, did you notice I did a line here first and then came down? Okay. So what's going on with these little white pieces here? And something happened to my lighting. Let's get out our handy dandy little remote and hey, ooh, ah, oh no, it went warm again. It needs to be nice and cool. There we go. Nice. So these little sections right here is where there's a rock or something sticking out as this water is falling. Okay. So in one hand now, I'm going to have a Viva paper towel, and I'm going to get some of this water off here. And now here we go. I'm going to leave some white at the top there. And then I'm going to bring down some of this blue. Now you always just try to leave some whites. This little section is breaking up. And there's these other little sections I'm seeing. And I can actually go upward again. Remember our upward strokes? I apologize for that alarm. That means it's time for me to be fed. Isn't that funny? Oh, how we use technology to live, right? So, there's so much to tell you guys. I've actually lost 23 and a half pounds. I've chosen to be alive in 2025, and I am working on getting good, healthy body. It's very important for us to take care of our health. And it's also important for us to make beautiful little pictures. Okay, so here we go. We got our wonderful waterfall coming down. There's some nice little pieces in here. There's this little edge. This water is running over. We want to make that water look like it's also underneath these rocks. If you're painting along with me, I would like to know. Let me know in the comments. And I'm going to put in the comments, what do you want to learn to paint? In 2025. And while you're answering, I'm going to go answer the door. Someone's knocking on the door. I'm going to see who it is. Oh, hello, Mrs. Stockton. It's our lovely Mrs. Stockton, who we saw earlier in the photos. She's here, home. And here we go. Did you see over in the chat what I asked over there? Did I need to put in a question mark? Let's see, question mark, question mark. Oh, that is not a question mark. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, go over there in the chat and let me know. All right, so here we go. Over here is some white water that's hitting, so I'm leaving my whites. This is coming this way. All right. This is coming like that. See that? Dun, dun, dun. So I'm just doing the blue right now. This is going to come over here. Like that. This is over here. And this is going to come this way. And then we've got this here. And just like so. So now we have our first thing of water down. And what we have here is trees in 2025. And there is so much to learn. Yes. And some of you are already signed up to take some one-on-one lessons. I do offer the one-on-one lessons. You just email me at info@Gabriel Stockton, Plein Art, and we find out what works for your schedule. This right here, we froze. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not. What happened? Are we back? Yay, we're back. We're back. Oh my goodness. Too funny. And we got here. I'd like to learn how to make skin tones. I like that. There is so much to learn. That's great. That's so good. All right, so over here, I've got right there is yellow ochre. And I'm going to drop in some yellow ochre. Some over here, some yellow ochre. Here, here, here. I'm going to add in some yellow ochre there. This lovely thing there. Okay. And this comes back over there. Now, this part, you can't be scared. Okay. Now, we're going to go over here to the green. This is green apatite. If you don't have this color, you might want to. You might want to get there. So I'm going to go and drop this green coming in this way. And coming in this way. Over this way, this way. So do you remember how we did the water coming down? We had the water coming down in our drawing. Did you notice how I did my sketching? All right, then I got some lovely green stuff there. There's some green stuff here. All right, and there's some green stuff over here. Now, we've got a really cool mess on our hands, and that's a really good place to be. I like making some messes and some sketches, but if I take my paper towel and I take the water out of here, I can now pull up some of that super wet stuff. Okay? So now what we're looking at is a lot of midtones. Where we got some whites. We've got midtones. Guess what we need to do? We need to put some darks. Okay? So we drill them in. And what kind of skin tones would Artie Ross like to do? Because I thought Artie Ross was painting birds. Huh. All right. So I want to put some dark values in this painting now. And so I'm going to get in here, get out some of these. Let's see, right here we've got a number. Oh, actually, this is, see what that is? That is a rigger. So we're not going to use a rigger. What do we got here? It's a surprise for me, too. This is a number 8. Yeah. We've got a number 2. So these are Escodas. And that's the company that made it. And we've got, these are Perlas. Got that one. That's too big. And that's really big. Oh my goodness. That is a number 12. So I think this is a 10, 8, and 2. So I'm going to go with an 8 just to have a little bit of control. Artie Russ, I would like to paint Caucasian skin tones. Oh, pretty cool. I believe I have a video that I did for Cheap Joe's. They put it on their Instagram. So I'm going to take that blue, and then I'm going to add some cerulean blue, a little bit of this blue here, cobalt blue, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of neutral tint, and I've got this nice dark blue. And now what I'm going to do is come up in here And I'm going to make these darker areas underneath all this green stuff. This is going to make that wonderful other stuff pop. We want this to be dynamic. We're going to get some darker blues in here. Like that. Oh my goodness, if this thing just froze again. Did it? Oh boy. Well, we are having some fun technical issues today. And I'm going to have to figure out what's going on there. Let's reboot this. All right, we're back. Have no idea what's going on with that. So thank you for your patience. I am learning patience right now with that too. But what I'm doing is putting, hey, that is quite interesting. That is interesting. So, well, you guys, I don't know if you've seen this, but this featured painting was done in Maryland. And for some reason, the internet wants you to know about it while I'm finding the right camera. And hi, that's quite funny. And oh, you know what happened? Oh my goodness. A virtual background decided it wanted to come play with us. So that was fun. And we're frozen again. And the viewership's going down because I'm kidding. The viewership's not going down. All right. This is wild. There it is. Wait, no, come back. Gabriel, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Hey, I'm out of my comfort zone with technology right now. All right. Here we go. Check it out. We're almost there, friends. This actually goes really quick. Here we are putting in this darker blue and building in this waterfall like so. This is nice and dark in here, coming over here, coming this way. Nice and dark right there. You silly, silly connection. Well, my internet is doing good. Well, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to come on camera and say hello to all you wonderful people. 2 seconds. Since the virtual background wants to come on, we might as well just go ahead and say hello. And hey, so for some reason, this camera wants to say hi, and here I am. So we got to see today what we were looking at is we have some photo references, right? And that background is, look, I'm kind of like blending in and out. How silly is that? And what we did today, friends, I'm really cracking up with what's going on with these backgrounds right now. And whatever. Check it out. Today we put some reference images into a folder, right? And we did some thumbnails. Okay. We looked at some sketching and then some laying out of a painting. Okay. This stuff is crucial. All right. We also got a new slideshow happening on, and I've got so much more planned for you for this year. Doesn't it feel like I'm like in a shelf or something? Too funny. And we can only laugh at this silly technology. So here's what I'm going to propose is for 2025, show up on Wednesdays. Let's chat together and let's look at how we can paint some of these wonderful things. I will leave this waterfall to finish for next year if you want to, or we'll pick another subject. What I need from you is you to put in the comments once this is posted. Would you like to see this painting done? Would you like to work on some other things? Now, there's one other thing I need from you is in March. I need you to put in the comments what Saturday works for you, because we're going to get together and we're going to do a Saturday workshop on covered bridges. All right. I've been wanting to teach this now for a long time, and I'm ready to teach you how to do some covered bridges. All right. And Artie Ross says, finish the painting. Next week, we could finish this painting. And we got Marie saying, finish the painting. I got 2 for finishing the painting. We got Tim. Hey, Gabriel, been missing you. Hey, I think I miss you more, Tim. And so, sorry for the camera thing. So, next week, let's do this. You can rewind this video and watch it. Do the sketches. All right. Do the thumbnail. You can get the sketch ready. Get painted up to where the picture froze on us. And we will finish this painting together. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate and adore each and every one of you. We are live in 25, alive and live here in 2025. And we're going to make amazing watercolors this year. I'm starting with water because it's so refreshing, right? And some of you are living somewhere where it's really cold, and here in San Diego, we like water. So thank you so much for attending, and those that are watching on this replay, come join us someday on Watercolor Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 9 p.m. So you're all settled in bed with your hot cocoa watching these videos. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Keep those brushes wet. And for my mentees that are here, hey, check your emails. We're picking dates. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do one-on-ones with artists on Zoom, and we work on what you want to learn to paint and do better. And where's this ear? Oh, there it is. Where's the rest of my hat? Oh, there it is. All right. Anyways, thank you. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you again next week here, same channel, same time, and we're going to paint some watercolors. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Take care. Bye. Do. See you guys.